How is everyone doing today? And in this video, we are going to be talking about a lot of the new things that are in Zenless Zone 0 that I think are really good for the update for version 1.2. Because of course, besides what we have right now in front of us, which yes, is already one of the updates that came out with version 1.2, is that we get to walk around with some of the agents that came out. Now, this isn't fully finished when it comes to version 1.2, and we're going to be talking about all the other things that are really good for quality of life updates and also all the extra additions they added to the game. But being able to walk around with certain agents, it just feels really good. Having Caesar and being able to walk around with her, of course you do need to have her in your account to be able to walk with her. We are able to choose between Wise, Belle, and also Caesar, and when Burnice comes out, we'll also be able to choose Burnice. And I think in version 1.4 we should be allowed to be able to basically use any agent we want as long as we own them, and I cannot wait to walk around with Ambi. But for the most part, this is actually a really cool thing to see, that we are able to walk around with the agents and get a little bit of a sneak peek with us currently having Caesar and Burnice coming very soon. Of course, as well, we do have the time selection, so we are able to basically fast travel into any time period that we want. That way we're able to work around the aspect of the day and night cycle, being able to make sure that we have all the quests done for this section and being able to do so without having to spend stamina. Really cool thing for us at the moment. The other really cool things are associated with the quality of life aspect, and also some brand new items that we haven't had in the game and brand new modes. Going into the coffee shop, we now have an 80 plus stamina coffee, which is actually really cool. Now, the difference between this stamina and the other ones is that the other ones are 60 stamina up and the other is 80. Now, it depends on what you exactly want to grind. If you do want specific things that they're offering at the moment, when it comes to, let's say, the physical chips, so that you can grind up the talents for Caesar, or maybe the ether chips, so you can grind up whatever for Shiu or Nicole if you're leveling them up still. These are the situations where you would want the 60. That way you're able to basically get double rewards for that one run. When you are basically grinding out anything like disk drives, if you're grinding out anything in regards to anything else that is not currently available for a specialty coffee, this is when you would go for the 80 stamina, because for that reason you're not wasting any of those double rewards. You're getting a little bit more stamina for the day, which can help you grind a little bit better when it comes to all the rewards you could possibly get. So it's a really cool thing that we're getting a coffee that gives even more stamina, so that's actually a really cool thing to have. But besides that, something else I want to bring up, which I am so happy we have this now. If you go to the more section and you go to preset config, this is where you can set your teams. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this is probably my favorite update of the game. Not having to worry about placing. I know it's a small thing, it's a very minute thing, but it's the thing that counts when you're doing it non-stop. When I'm going into a new mode, when I'm going into a new section of Shiu defense, being able to have preset teams, not having to go one by one and having to set the bang boo. I know, like I said, it's a very fast thing, it's a very small thing, but just being able to plop a team in there immediately and start playing is definitely way better. I already have my Jane team with my Caesar and Seth. I have Ellen with Lycan and Sokaku, and I also have my Juyen team with Juyen, Chingy, and Nicole with the Ether Bang Boo. So this is actually really cool. You get to set your 3 characters and then you get to set your Bang Boo, which I really like. Of course, you can choose between any of the characters that you have to be able to place them anywhere. As we get more teams is when you'll probably start filling these out. But realistically, these are the 3 main teams you're probably going to run, unless you're playing with something like, let's say, Soldier 11. You would throw in something like Soldier 11 there, leave it right there, and then that would be it for the most part. How do you actually leave them there? Do you just... How do you do it on PC? I have no idea. I have no idea how to put it on PC. That's on me, I guess. But yeah, you would use this and you would put them on the team. I have no idea how to do it on PC. I don't know why I can't. Oh, quick config. Is that why? I feel like that. There you go. There, and then save and exit. And then you leave Soldier 11 there. Let's say we finish off the team with, let's say, something like Lucy and Caesar. And boom, you have the full team there. And I just messed it up again. You have the full team there, which would be pretty cool to see that when we get more teams, we're going to see this fill up, which is pretty nice in my honest opinion. So whatever thing you need when it comes to anomaly based teams, any element based teams, how we have physical, we have ice, we have ether, then we have fire, it's all going to be up to you to make your team, and you can just plop them in when you need to, which I think is an absolutely amazing thing to have in this game for sure. But besides the preset config, what other things are in the game that are going to be helping us out? Another thing that's in the game right now that is really good is that, of course, with version 1.2 we now have the actual new disc sets that we have. So right now, actually, this is something new. Whoa, hold up. Did they make a special event for this? Oh, wait a minute. We might be able to try something new here. And I wouldn't mind doing this for y'all. If we try it on Pro, oh, it's only for the advanced tuning. What does that mean? If we get one, we get two? No, that's so weird. What does this 100% up mean? This is very interesting. I'm not gonna lie. The fact that it doesn't have this for anything else though. Oh, it's right here too. Oh, wait. 100% up. I'm so confused. Why is this here? Oh, it just means that's the chance for you to get it. That's why. Okay, but realistically, that confused me for a second. I don't know why, but realistically, the only thing to matter here is that we do have the brand new disc sets, which are going to be the increased shield effect and then giving squad members deal increased damage. Basically, a set for Caesar, and then the other one is going to be for anomaly proficiency, for fire and electric damage. That is definitely going to be for Burnice and Yanagi when they get here. So it's gonna be a pretty big buff for them. It's actually gonna be really good as well. Another thing as well is Yanagi might actually be off-field damage just because of the way this disc set goes, but we'll talk about that in another video. So you can come into the tuning store and basically use any leftover tuning material or the plating to be able to go ahead and start building out your Caesar or build out your Burnice if you are waiting to get her out. So that's a lot of really cool stuff to see that we're getting new desk drives. We also, if we go into the Scott Outpost, if we go inside, we're also going to have a new domain as well, which is going to allow us to be able to grind these out regularly with stamina, which is going to be pretty cool. So if you're done leveling up your characters, you're done using your characters, you can easily go into here and fight these two bosses, which allow you to go ahead and get the new Chaos Jazz set and the Proto Punk set, which are for Burnice and Caesar. But there's still more things to talk about, because right now, let's go really quickly to the HIA club, and then we're going to come back to the Scott Outpost because we also do have a new boss for Caesar. Now, some people think, especially when looking at Caesar specifically, that if you pull her and you look at her materials, it says that you basically can't find them yet or you can't use them yet, which honestly, all you have to do is literally go where it says expert challenge here for me, but for you it says like no way to find it. You would go to the champions arena, you go there, you go to the very end, and you scroll all the way to the end, and that's going to be where Jane is at, and this is where you start getting the boss material for her, and basically it'll start unlocking it for you. You'll be able to actually grind this up. You'll finally have it to where it says, oh, you can actually go fight it now at the champions arena, which is basically how you unlock it. I don't know why it's like that, but there you go. And then the last thing, which is the Scott Outpost, where we have a lot of the really cool basically buffs to a lot of the modes that we've been playing. One of the main ones that I really like as well is going to be the Shiu defense, where you're able to actually go ahead and new Shiu modes. Oh my god, I can't wait. You're actually able to now flip the teams, which I absolutely love. Being able to flip the teams make this so much easier when it comes to clearing Shiu, because for the most part, if you end up going to the next floor and the next floor is ether weakness on this side, ice weakness on that side, you would have to go one by one and change the team or quick config the team back to flip it over. Got a little tiresome after a while, so being able to just flip the squads like this and then press next, so much better when it comes to the quality of life of this game. And also the new Shiu mode, which I cannot wait to play. Another thing is that the bosses as well right now, you are able to go ahead and finish these guys off. You're able to finish 3 of them off, and then after you finish those 3 off, there's actually a new reward in the game right now that actually lets you buy boss materials, and it's these reserved relics. So if you ended up missing some weeks where you didn't do the weekly boss, you forgot, you didn't feel like doing it, you can basically get some of those back with this reserved relics. You're able to grab one of the weekly boss material of your choice. It's not random, and that's a really good thing for a lot of people that haven't played the game. So the reserved relic system is a really good way to grab those weeklies, especially when you run out. I heard they're also going to allow it to where if we finish all 3 of the free weeklies, we can actually spend stamina to get an additional weekly, which I think is a really good thing as well. Allows us to have the freedom of choice when it comes to the materials that we want to grind, because there may be some times where we just don't have the time to do it during the week and we miss out on those rewards. So that's a really cool thing. And lastly, It might not be everything absolutely in this game that is new, but it's a lot of the big aspects that are new. But one of the craziest things for sure is that now we have Blitz for the Hollow Zero. And Blitz is going to be Hollow Zero, but without TVs. So for those that don't enjoy TVs, I actually did like the TVs for something like Hollow Zero, but I didn't like the TVs when it came to repeating Hollow Zero to be able to make it to where that's my weekly grind. So for the most part, this is a really big step up for Hollow Zero, where it's gameplay of Hollow Zero, you fighting, and that's it. You fight a couple waves, you get a buff, fight a couple waves, get a buff, and it basically does that until you're at the end, which I think is a really good way to do this, and by far a huge quality of life step up, because there's no TVs, you're just doing combat and you're grabbing those buffs, which I think is absolutely amazing for this game. Right now, Zenless Zone Zero is on top when it comes to all the huge buffs that they are doing to the game and allowing us to have more quality of life, more freedom of choice, and so much more when it comes to all the new things in the game. So other than that, that's pretty much it going to be for this video. When it comes to version 1.2, I'm pretty sure I covered a majority of the aspects of this game that they just allowed us to have. Of course, there's many more updates to come. We did get a dev talk from a video that they posted where they're thinking of a lot of different things to add to the game and a lot of improvements that they will be adding, like permanently removing the TV mode. Me personally, not my favorite choice in all honesty. But if that's the way they want to move forward with the game, then that's the way they're going to do it. We also have, of course, the new area for this section of the game for 1.2, which is the Sons of Cowden faction area, which I haven't unlocked because I haven't in the store yet, so I will be doing that very soon. But other than that, that's going to be it for this video when it comes to a lot of the new things in version 1.2 for Zenless Zone Zero. See y'all guys in the next one, and peace.